Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you, and welcome once again to the free Shiksha TOEFL assessment classes. So basically in these classes in the month of September we have discussed so far reading, listening and writing modules of TOEFL. So we had discussed few sample question and answers along with their responses, assessment questions, on for the TOEFL exam. So basically, we are starting with the speaking module this week. So today is Monday. We usually meet, on Monday and Tuesday, 5 to 6 p.m. for our TOEFL assessment classes. So you can see it on your screen. The days and timings have already been written. So guys, before starting this session of speaking module TOEFL exam today, I would like to give you a small reminder which I usually give in every class, but again for those of you who are new joinees or are joining our classes for the first time, so this will be helpful for them. So guys, do not forget to register with us, and the registration link is given in the description below. You just have to click on the registration link and it will directly take you to our landing page where we have prepared the TOEFL calendar for you. Okay, so in that calendar, the topics, the name of the topics, whatever we have covered on a particular day, and the date and date related to it has been given. So according to your own choice or whatever you feel is your weakness, for example, if you feel that you're weak in reading or maybe listening or writing or speaking, so accordingly you can, join the classes with the help of that TOEFL calendar. And that TOEFL calendar can be found once you register with us with the help of the link which is given in the description below. And second small reminder is that please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is with the same name, Shiksha Study Abroad. Why am I saying that? Because whatever video goes on live here on YouTube, that is being recorded and posted on our YouTube channel on a daily basis, or you can say it on a bi-weekly basis for now in the month of September. So in the last month, August, we actually discussed each and every module of TOEFL in detail. So we gave ample amount of time to reading, listening, writing and speaking as well. So all the four modules were discussed in explanatory form in details, and every module, whatever kind of questions are there in every module, those were also discussed. So in case you want to know, further about the TOEFL exam in detail, or you want videos free of cost, of course, where you do not have to pay anything. So we are providing you free material for your practice session, for your self-revaluation sessions, whatever you want to call them. So these classes have been designed in such a way so that you do not have to look for the material or online or offline books which are paid. Hence we have started with these classes, and very soon we are coming up with daily IELTS classes as well in the month of October, that is the next month. So in case you want to know more about these exams, then definitely you can register with the help of link which is given in the description below, because through that link you can also get in touch with our expert counselors who give you the free counseling of whatever exam you want the counseling for. For example, if you want the information, or you want to know about the details of the exam of TOEFL or maybe IELTS or PTE or any such exam, then definitely this is one of the best platforms, I must say. And yes, without any further delay, I would like to take you to the class, or to the PPT, in fact, I would rather say. So to be covered, today we are going to cover the TOEFL speaking module, not the whole module. There are two tasks in your TOEFL speaking module, task 1 and task 2. So task 1 is basically, the first task is basically your independent speaking task, okay? And then you get the three kinds of integrated tasks. So integrated task, I have divided these two tasks into 2 days. So basically today we'll be looking at only independent speaking task of the TOEFL speaking module. And then tomorrow we'll be throwing some light on the integrated task. So you get 4 tasks in total. 1 is independent task, and the other 3 tasks out of 4 tasks in your speaking module of TOEFL exam are integrated, which we'll be looking at tomorrow. So without any further delay, let's start looking at some of the sample questions. So guys, today's class will be very crisp and short. Why? Because we only have to look at the sample questions, their responses. So basically we'll be seeing how do we actually answer in independent task of the speaking TOEFL exam. Okay, so basically I'll be teaching you, not even teaching you, I have taught you in the previous month. So in case you have missed out those videos where you want to know more about or details about the independent task of speaking module or maybe integrated task speaking module, then definitely you should look out for our videos which have been already uploaded on our YouTube channel. So basically today I'll be showing you the sample question and answers of the independent speaking task. So let's see. First example I have taken out of one of the categories which usually comes or which you usually encounter in your speaking practice session as well. If you want to practice an independent task, you might have come across a question like good bad idea example, where you need to provide your good or bad idea. Okay, now you can see here in front of you the question is given in the form. Let me read out the question in detail for you. So some companies have rules that forbid employees from using personal cell phones during working hours. Do you think this is a good idea? Why or why not? Use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. So definitely you have to give some reasons and some ideas behind your points, and you can also relate your ideas to few of the globalized or the major globalized examples, in fact. So giving examples is a very big yes in your speaking TOEFL exam, be it for independent or for integrated if it is asked. So definitely I would recommend and advise all of you to give at least one example related to your points. Now let me read out the answer for this particular question for you. I personally think this, so guys, just a second, that I would like all of you to just notice that how the candidate has answered the question here. You can also answer the question in the similar manner, but I would really recommend and advise all of you to actually turn and twist the words somehow, because repeating the words or maybe copy pasting it from somewhere else would just decrease your score. It would just hinder the score, and nobody would want that. So if you want a very good high or better score in your TOEFL speaking as well as writing exam, then definitely try to use more of uncommon words, good vocabulary, and more of synonyms, in fact. So let me now read out the question, and you can see how the candidate has answered it here. You can take the help from here, but please do not copy paste it somewhere else, or please do not mimic or repeat it. All right. So the first question is this. Let me just highlight the question for you so that you do not get confused. Now, so the answer is, I personally think this is a really good rule. I know that most people are addicted to their cell phones these days, but I can tell you that I constantly see people around me missing important information in our classes because of this addiction to their phones. I know that my grades definitely suffer every time I allow myself to become distracted in class by my mobile. I am also sure that companies, let me adjust this. Just give me a second, guys. I'll just continue reading from where I left. Okay, now it's fine. I'm also sure that companies could easily improve production and efficiency by banning the use of personal phones in offices. When the power goes out, we all suddenly become much more aware of our surroundings. And we have to remember that we can still relax and connect with others without these distracting devices. So you can see, guys, how the candidate has put an example related to his point, and definitely he has very briefly and very crisply very beautifully, in fact, with a lot of good vocabulary words, described the whole situation, that what does he think, is it a good idea or not, and according to that opinion of his or her, he has described the whole answer. So this is how you actually have to plan your answer. You have to be really very organized in your answer. How do you actually want to start, what will be the main body of the answer, and how will you actually conclude it? Okay, what will be the conclusion? So all these three things, all these three pointers, I would say, which should be very much clear in your, you know, just a second, guys, please excuse me for a minute. Let's be back. Right, guys, I'm really sorry about the interruption. Okay, so let's get back now. All right. So where was I? Yeah. So you have to really very much plan your answer and just be very, very organized with your points. Why am I saying that? Because organization, your format and your structure, everything, will be evaluated. And TOEFL is a very, very challenging exam, and it can be a very challenging exam, in fact, if it is not prepared well, especially for your, writing and speaking exam. So with this, let's move forward with our next category of the independent task of TOEFL speaking, paired choice example. So some people think that they can achieve more when they work with other people. Some people think they are more productive when they are alone. So what is your opinion? Explain why. I don't think there's a very clear answer to this one. Let me read out the answer for you now. Okay. So, for example, I believe it can be beneficial to have other people around when trying to achieve a goal. Like, for example, to lose weight. When I was trying to lose weight, I went to group sessions. It was really helpful because we got together to do exercise and to record our weight loss. We would be there for each other when someone lost motivation or when someone was falling into temptation. On the other hand, in high school, getting together to finish an assignment overturned into a party rather than a workplace or a workstation, and I knew I was wasting my time. Other people can often be a major distraction. I think it all depends on what needs to be achieved and how disciplined you are. I think if I'm honest with myself, I'm probably more productive when I just lock myself in my room. So this guy or this candidate who has written this answer, definitely he believes that he is more worth it, he's more productive, or he feels really good about himself when he locks himself in his room, right? And he has also given a very good example of how people try to lose weight by looking at each other's goals and getting help from it, or maybe while going to the group sessions together for exercise, gymming and all. So you can see that how well the opinion has been put, but across the whole thing, but whatever he is speaking or has written here in the answer, definitely at last he is giving the priority to being alone rather than working in a team or in a workplace together where all the persons are working together, or a group is working together. So basically he has actually compared teamwork with the individual work. and he has given priority to himself, that is being alone. So this is how you actually have to, provide your own opinion and belief or view, but definitely there should be a linked up example along with it so that it actually, supports your answer. Now I'm going to show you the another category which you might come across as in independent speaking TOEFL task. And this category is known as agree or disagree example. So let's read the question first. The question is, sorry about that, state whether you agree or disagree with the following statement. Then explain your reasons using specific details in your argument. Teachers should assign daily homework to students, right? So this is the statement of the question, and the question is asking you, state whether you agree or disagree with the following statements, okay? And then explain your reasons using specific details in your argument. I think that the concept of homework is debatable, and I can definitely see both the sides of the argument. But if I had to make a choice, I'd have to agree. I know that most students hate homework, but I think there are two very positive aspects to daily homework. So you can see, guys, how well the candidate has actually organized his answer by creating a very good introduction, and now he is going to separate it into two more thoughts where he will give two very positive aspects of the daily homework. So let's see what has the candidate written here. So the first positive aspect he says is, let me read out for you. As humans, we definitely need repetition in learning, and seeing the concepts only once in the classroom may be limiting. Going ideas again at home creates repetition, and if we get used to this, I think we have more chance of success in the future. Now, the second positive aspect of giving homeworks in schools, what does he think about it, the candidate? Let's see what has he spoken about. I also believe that homework allows children to bond with their parents. When I was young, my parents really helped me when I had questions or doubts about my homework, and it really brought us close together. So, guys, you can see how well the answer has been, actually structured. And now the thing is that this is how you actually have to give your opinion. So my main idea was to show you what are the different categories of the independent task in the speaking exam of TOEFL paper, and now you know what are the three categories which you can actually encounter in your paper, or any one of these three can come up in the exam, and definitely you will be prepared for it now because you have seen how the question seems like and what can be the possible responses to these kind of questions, right? And I would really recommend and advise all of you to rewatch the video again, especially if you're a serious aspirant of TOEFL exam and you really want to do well. Then please look forward to our more classes, our more free classes which we are coming up. And in fact, tomorrow only we are going to discuss the second task of the speaking TOEFL exam, that is integrated task. So these three examples or the sample questions which I just showed you in the slides, these were related to your independent task. Okay. Now, this is all from my side, guys. And if you attend how the classes go on, then definitely you must be knowing it that I give you some time in the end to actually, ask your doubts and queries in the end. So if you have any doubts and queries, please put it down on the comment section. And even if you want to ask something after the live video is over and it becomes as a record and it changes into a recorded video on YouTube channel of ours, then also you're allowed to ask questions. You can just put down your queries, ask your queries on the comment section, and all your problems will be answered, because we usually answer all our candidates' queries as soon as possible. We get back to them as soon as possible. And also I would love to see your names, your places, from where are you watching us live. I would love to know that. And definitely I'm waiting for your questions, guys, now. So please put it down on the comment section. I would love to answer them one by one. And if you do not have any question, then definitely I'll just give you 1 or 2 minutes, and after that I'll wind up the session. So let me just remind you of, while you're writing the questions, if you have, let me remind you again that please do not forget to register with us. And the registration link is given in the description below. And that link will directly take you to our landing page of TOEFL page, and where we have actually prepared a very good calendar, TOEFL calendar for you. From, with the help of that calendar, you will be able to join the classes according to your own choice. And also, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is with the same name, Shiksha Study Abroad. All right. So I cannot see any questions so far. So I'm assuming whatever I have taught, you have understood all of that really well. And yes, so with this, we wind up the session. And please look forward to our more classes, as I said, and also watch our previous videos, which we have already discussed and posted for all of you on our YouTube channel. And why am I saying that? Because there in the month of August, last month, we discussed the TOEFL paper in detail. So in case you are willing to sit for your TOEFL exam very soon and you need help free of cost, so this is the platform for you. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching us live. And now I would like to take your leave. I shall see you tomorrow at the same time, 5 to 6 p.m. And we have these classes every, bi-weekly, every week. So yes, Monday and Tuesday, 5 to 6 p.m. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Bye-bye and take care.